always a great time to be here on Thursday afternoons when we do our Q&A session. You know, this is where not only we're meeting face-to-face, but you as the KB Vision Nation get to meet face-to-face with our upline leaders and ask them questions personally. So this is how we build our business. This is how we build together this great opportunity. And not only just for the product. You know, the product is something that got us very, very excited, and it's something that everybody really, really needs to have. And you know, hopefully we're going to have some information from Cheryl on that welcome pack, the 1, 2, or 3 individual gold cards that we can get that will also be commissionable. The reason it's taken so long is waiting for it to be commissionable when we purchase them. That's what we've been waiting for, and I think that will totally explode a lot of people's businesses when they have that in hand and they show it to other people, because you know, a picture's worth 1,000 words, but what is something right in front of you and you can touch and feel it? That's going to be worth way more than 1,000 words. Hey Boomer, welcome to the broadcast here. We've got just about a minute here left before we get started. Cheryl should be coming in any second here. Oh, looks like she might have logged in, and here she comes right now.
There we go, there we go, there we go.
There she is.
There's the blonde bomb. There's the blonde bombshell.
That's it.
All right, stand good.
Hey, listen, Cheryl, Cindy, I thought I would give us about 30 seconds worth of fun and a good laugh here. As you know, British humor is very good, and while Cheryl's getting adjusted there. Cheryl, do you have your speakers on?
Yes, can you hear me?
Well, no, I could hear us. I could hear me because your room speakers are on also.
They shouldn't be. I've got headset on.
Okay. Okay.
I don't hear it anymore.
That's gone. It's gone.
Okay,
no,
good.
it's back. But it's very faint. It's very faint.
Do you have like a radio or television on in the background?
Nothing.
No, I
can hear us.
Yeah, I can hear us. Let's see. If I mute her to my ear, it's gone. So it's somewhere on your end, Cheryl, but that's all right. Anyway, listen, I came upon this British humor thing, and let's just kind of lighten the load here. Give me about a good 15 to 30 seconds and have a good laugh. Here you go. Then I'm going to stop it.
Daytime! Nighttime! Daytime! Nighttime! Daytime! What are you doing? Having a game of nighttime, daytime. You want to play? Yes, I know.
Well, there you go. British humor. The Brits. I love the Brits. All right, Cindy, back to you.
All right, thank you so much.
Tell you?
All right, welcome everybody to our live KB Vision Q&A session here on Thursday afternoon. It's Cindy Belmonte here in Simi Valley, California. My pleasure to introduce Mr. John Alfiers outside of Northern California's Napa Valley. John and I've worked together for 6 years plus. Couple different businesses. He is my business partner and a very, very good friend. I'm going to hand it over to John, who will introduce Cheryl, and then we're going to get some updates, and then we'll go straight into our Q&A session. You know what, before we get started, I didn't give, for anybody who's new here, just a couple of enhancements here for this broadcast system. If you are in Mozilla Firefox, please go up to the top left-hand corner where it has the File Edit View. Click on View, there's a drop-down box, and you can click on Full Screen, and your toolbar will go away. It'll make it just a little bit bigger. If you're in Internet Explorer or Google Chrome, simply hit the F11 key. Down below the KB Vision slide right there in the center, you're going to see a white box. That's our chat box. That's where you're going to make your comments, ask your questions. You do not need to type in your name. It will precede it before you before whatever it is that you type in. And once Cheryl's done our overview, that's your opportunity to ask us some questions, and we will pose them to Cheryl so that she can give us all the great answers. So John, over to you.
Thank you, Cindy. One other thing, ladies and gentlemen, at the very top of the above Cindy, you'll see the black bar that goes clear across. At the very far right hand, you'll see a little dot. It should be green. If any time if it turns amber, that means your connectivity to us is shaky, and if it goes red and it looks like we're absolutely frozen, refresh your browser because it's on your end. So I wanted to make sure you knew about that because sometimes that happens. All right, it's always an honor here. You know, every Thursday we do this, and we have Joe Norman, and we alternate with Joe and Cheryl, and just two great leaders here in the U.S., and I certainly have learned a lot from both of them, and I'm sure speaking for Cindy as well as all of us. But this is my favorite broadcast. I know Cindy said many times that it's hers too, so this is where we get the updates, folks, and you get to ask any question that you want pertaining to KB, and Cindy's already told you where the chat box is down there below. Plant your cursor and you could ask a question. But before we get into the Q&A, I wanted to turn this over to Cheryl. Cheryl's out of Tennessee. CherylAnn Gober, her and her husband Britt were handpicked from the team out of Europe, and she is just an incredible individual, and I can't say enough about her. All positive. And so, Cheryl, I'm going to turn this over to you. Welcome. Good afternoon. I was going to say good morning. It's still morning. Well, no longer morning here. We left that about 4 minutes ago. But welcome, Cheryl. How are you doing today? Oh, hold on. I think I muted you.
Oh.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Cheryl, I think you muted yourself.
I muted myself.
There you go.
There you go. You got
Hopefully, I turned my speakers down, so maybe there won't be an echo. Maybe that was what was causing the echo. But anyway,
yeah,
I'm doing great.
So,
how are you two doing?
Awesome.
We're doing terrific. We have a beautiful day here in California, up and down the coast, and I'm in Northern California. Cindy's in Southern California. She's a Dodger fan. I'm a Giants fan, and there you have it.
There you go.
So what can I tell you? So
well, it creates conversation.
Yes, it does. Anyway, Cheryl, I'd like to turn this over to you, and anything you want to bring to light to the audience here of anything new and anything pertaining that everybody should know, please, ladies and gentlemen, CherylAnn Gober.
Hi, John, and glad to be here today. Thanks for having me, and I look forward to this broadcast every other week as well. It gives us a chance to get out there and answer some questions and help people out wherever they need them. But updates, and I should have had my screen pulled up. I posted some updates the other day in the chat rooms as well as on Facebook. Of course, we've got the incentive going right now, whereas if anyone that has not made the rank of bronze supervisor yet, KB has an incentive plan going, whereas if they deposit €500 or more in the special purchase, the monthly part, that they will automatically be credited for those 500 points as well, making them a bronze supervisor. So that was a great incentive. We've seen a lot of people taking advantage of that because, you know, you can't earn commissions on your own deposits, but it's nice that KB will allow us to earn those points to push us up in rank to achieve that bronze supervisor level. So anyway, we've seen a lot of activity with people making that deposit, which is pushing everybody else up in rank, because the sponsor in the upline is getting those points as well, moving them up to a higher rank and qualifying them higher as well. So it's been an exciting last couple of weeks. Of course, we just had finished our pay cycle for last month. We saw a lot of people achieve the highest rank or higher ranks than they had the previous month. So it looks like everybody is just out there just really I can't even tell you how excited I am just watching the points go up every month and seeing every one of, several people start making some really nice checks. And so it's been a lot of fun. Now that they're through with the last month's commission corrections, we know that there was a little glitch there. They have completed that, and the difference is in your back office. If you'll look at if you go into your back office, it was saying, your total earnings for this month, and then it's got total payout due. For those that had additional funds coming from the previous pay cycle, they've already transferred that into your debit card. so you already have access to that. But they're finished with all of that, so right now they're tidying up everything and getting ready to unleash the 1 to 3 gram cards, or what we call the starter packs. They're going to be here any day now. They're almost completed with that, so you're about to see that in your back office. And hey, and if the incentive plan for the 500 euros doesn't excite people, I know that that starter pack is really going, I mean, guys, I can't imagine you know how many of those are going to be ordered, because it is such a popular request for so many people to get those cards in their hands. So anyway, that's any day now. As of, I believe it's either the 17th or the 19th, one of the new additions that they're going to be doing in the back office is, right now the way we've been following points is you would go to your affiliate stats, click on table view, and then level 1, and it would break your points down per leg. So you could keep track of what the points that you had coming in each and every month. Well, they're enhancing that. Not only are you going to see the points, you're also going to see how many contracts are in each of those legs. And to even better that, you're going to be able to follow your downline all the way down and see exactly where those points were credited. So you will be able to track. There will be transparency there where those points are coming from. All of that's going to be right there. So you're going to have that. Within the next, I'm assuming next 10 days, they will be through with the programming to do the daily calculations of commissions. So your rank could actually start showing up daily. It can change daily. As the deposits in your team grows, your rank will grow. So those are just a few of the things that are coming here in the next 10 days. And so I'm excited. We've been asking for some of them for a while, and it seemed like we had to backtrack and take care of a glitch here or a glitch there. But it seems like everything's on a forward movement right now. And so anyway, we're ready to get started and get those starter packs out there and get those in everybody's hands. And, you know, wow, some people's businesses are going to explode once they get those cards in their hands. So
Absolutely.
Anyway, lots of good things going on.
Very good.
I'm laughing. I got a cat that's jumping all over the desk here. So, Cheryl, I see that it's written here that the incentive to get the bronze supervisor will be continued through November 10th. I
Right.
take it that's correct. Good. Okay.
Right. In the back office, it's saying October 31st.
Okay.
But the programmer typed it in wrong. It will go through the end of the pay cycle for this pay cycle, which will be November 10th.
That's terrific.
Well, Bob's
Cindy, it looks
got a
like we
good
already
question.
have a... Go ahead. I was
Yeah, Bob was asking about that in particular. So he says, so would it be better if I have my wife, who I sponsored under me, do that? So if she puts in that 500 euro purchase and she's bumped to a bronze supervisor, will he also be bronze supervisor or just her?
No, it'll be both of you, because the upline gets credit for the points and the commission.
Awesome. Okay.
Perfect.
And then we've got a question here. How much will that starter pack cost? Do you have any, is there a breakdown of 1, 2, or 3?
Yeah, it's going to depend on what the price of gold is that day. But you're going to be able to purchase 1 to 3 cards. This will be a one-time offering for every affiliate within the program. So it's just to make sure that you've got cards in your hands so you can show other people. And if you don't have the funds to buy, 500 euro, it's just a chance for everybody to get a card in their hand where they can have them out on the streets. We know there's a lot of them out there right now. And the ones that have the cards in their hands are absolutely making more money than the ones that don't. So, we understand that that card is the best marketing tool that I've ever seen in any company. I mean, when you've got that card in your hand, I mean, it just takes on an altogether different light. It's just something comes over you, and we've got groups out there that it's hilarious. But we have one gentleman that I don't care where he goes, whether it's a restaurant, he went and bought carpet, you know, the convenience store, wherever he goes, he accidentally on purpose pulls out that gold card. It automatically, instantly it's a conversation piece. And the next question is how do I get one of those? And he's doing a phenomenal job by simply just accidentally on purpose pulling that card out of his pocket. And you know, and they're class. I mean, it's class all the way through this card. It's one of the best marketing tools I've ever seen anywhere out there. So anyway, that's about to be available.
Kevin's asking another follow-up question on the cards. He says, when will the 2.5 gram and 5 gram cards be available?
Kevin, you need to ask Jimmy or Harold. Right now, their programming is only set for commissions on that 1 gram card. The 2.5 and the 5 gram cards, you know, there will be a break on price because the larger the bar, the lower the premium. And they want to put that in there, but they've got to get the basics working 100%, and then they'll throw the programming in there for the 2.5 and the 5 gram cards.
Nice. Very good.
To you, Cindy.
It looks like Jeff is saying, is the incentive for one time for 500 euros or every month 500 euros?
It's you can make one-time deposit in a monthly purchase plan of 500 euros, and you can earn 500 points on your own purchase. Not commission, but points. Your upline will also get the points as well as you know, get paid the commission on it. If next month you want to drop that back down to 50 euro or 100 euro, of course you can. So you're not bound to do the 500 per month. That's
a nice incentive. Get more,
very nice.
More people in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, please, we're open now for Q&A. Just go to the very bottom of the white chat box. You'll see a separate horizontal frame there. Plant your cursor. Ask any question pertaining to KB that you would like to have answered. Okay, let's see. Who decides the spot price of Kinnabar Gold, KB or any other bank?
The price of the gold is determined by the London Fix Daily. The London Fix reports, and I believe in your back office, and I'm on Central Time. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, it happens at 10 or 11 a.m. German time that they change the price in the back office. But it's all relevant to whatever the London Fix comes out with each day.
Good. All right, Bob's asking, will they have a site for business cards and promo materials like shirts, etc.?
Yes, that's coming. That's coming. That's going to be
few months into this here.
Yeah, that's part of the e-commerce. Is there's going to be several KB items back there, even greeting cards that you can send out for birthdays, anniversaries, different holidays throughout the year, and you know, and with a greeting card there'll be gold in it, so you can actually send someone a gift of gold, you know, of these 1 grams or whatever Kinnabar grams, and write to them for their, what a perfect gift, you know.
But you got to
so
make
yeah,
sure
there's a lot
that they
of
know what it is, so they don't throw it out.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Oh boy,
that would not be good.
No, no.
Cheryl, on that point, as soon as Cindy said that, is there any place that someone could print out a little certificate of authenticity if you were going to give this as a gift?
Of the gold?
Yeah, of these cards.
Well, the card is actually the certificate. If you notice on the card, it's got the assayer signature and everything on the back of it. So when they do it with the greeting cards, a card just like this will be placed in that greeting card.
Wonderful.
So
Okay.
it does act as its own certificate, right?
Got it. When will we have a set it and forget it feature for the monthly purchase plan, like an auto draft?
Well, we're talking about that right now, and we're seeing conversation from both sides of the aisle. A lot of people want to set it and forget it, and I think it ought to be optional, that you can just put it in there, click set it, forget it, and go on. There are other people that follow the gold market daily, and they have particular days that they want to buy on because of whatever. I mean, you've got to give credit to where the dollar cost averaging comes in, but there's a lot of people out there too that do not want to be set to a particular day every month that it comes out. They want the option of what day they choose every month. So we're in talks about that right now, because they've always let the person decide what day to buy their gold. And so there is some talk and discussion going on it. I see pros and cons to both ways. And I'm sure they'll find a happy medium in there somewhere.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, are there going to be brochures in English? And when might they be available?
Look in your back office. They're already available. If you'll look in your back office under the General tab and follow it down, I believe it says Downloads, and click on that link, and then you will see, of course, your compensation plan will be there in English. You'll also have a brochure that I absolutely love back there in your back office right now, but just look under brochures, and there's already an English version there.
Awesome.
And it's nice. Love it.
Yeah. Cheryl Chandra is asking, how can we get a starter kit in India for promoting KB?
Well, the starter kits aren't available yet. Like I said, that's any day. So when they are available, they will put that out in an email format, and it will also be posted on your dashboard in your back office. Always check your back office. When you log in, there's always, if you'll scroll down on your dashboard, there's always a few little notes there, and they tend to update that at least once a week. They also send out emails. If you're not receiving an email, go into your profile and confirm that your email address is correct. Because if you're not receiving it and it's not in spam, chances are there's something wrong with your email address. It's not entered correctly. It could be a space, something as simple as an extra space in front of your, mine is usa.kbgold@gmail, and I could put space usa.kbgold, and then it would not, of course it would default and not come to me.
Maybe Bill came in late because he's saying, I saw a post by Jimmy Larson in a Skype room that said a 500-euro purchase plan could not be changed back to 50 euros. Was that a mistake?
No, that's not what he said. What he was referring to is that if you make a 50-euro purchase plan this month and you want to go back and add 450, that will not work. You can't add to your monthly purchase. It has to be one time. So if you do a 50-euro plan and and try to go back in and do 450, that's not going to get you Bronze Director. It needs to be a one-time purchase of 500 euro. And also adjust in there for the merchant fees. The merchant fees are 3.5%, which I think is phenomenal, because my bank, I'm not even getting charged a conversion fee on that. I mean, a currency conversion. And it's just a flat 3.5% fee. It covers everything. And so, I mean, I think I figured up the other day, whatever you're putting in there, it's about 370, 372 per 100 for that fee that the merchant company charges. So if you put in 520 euro in that monthly plan, you're going to end up with 500 euro. And for those of you that did not do that, I've already heard Jimmy said that you will be qualified as bronze supervisor, even though it shows 482.50 in your back office.
Good. Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a follow-up question to the gift card, Cheryl. Would you be able to put their name on it, the recipient's name on a gift card?
Sure. I mean, it's. I don't know if I'm allowed to mention that other company that's known for their gift cards. They're, and I don't guess it matters, but Send Out Cards, has a huge program out there, and they send out cards all the time, and you can choose to put like a Starbucks card, or, they're just greeting cards, and you can type in what you want to, whatever kind of greeting you want to that individual. So I'm sure it's going to be, basically the same thing as that, other than our products and gifts that we put in there will be gold.
Great.
Perfect.
Do we have any, we've got all the countries that have opened up so far, including the countries that are open but not for delivery. What countries do we anticipate are going to be open next, and about how long until they might be open?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I've just been so focused on the compensation plan and getting all of that, corrected for last month. I don't think that there's been any direct discussion. I know there's been no direct discussion with me. Their hopes are to have 90 countries open by the end of the year. So, but which ones that is, I have no idea outside of that list of, I believe there's 44 there right now. So,
44 or 47. I thought I counted 47.
It may be. I haven't counted them, so.
When will the KB be fully functional in India? That's a question.
I don't know. The reason the deal in India is delivery, secured delivery and logistics there. It's very hard, and India's a great country, but they have some issues with security, sending things or anything that has to do with delivery. The postal system, everything is very volatile there. It's different situation than it is in a lot of these other countries. They are meeting and in discussions right now with how to get the product to that consumer securely. Of course, they're going to be using G4S, but I think the laws in India may require the deliveries to actually take place at a local bank or a particular bank, and then the customer would have to go to the bank and pick it up. And it all has to do with the security on the delivery, them bringing it in at one time into a bank, going straight into a vault, as opposed to being held with drivers from door to door. It's a different situation in India. So that's the reason right now the delivery, you cannot take delivery inside of India until they figure out with the government officials the safest way to get it to you. So right now, I'm not involved in those discussions. I've just heard, the talk, between Jimmy and myself, or Harold and myself, as far as what the issues are, because they do not want to send it out. Their insurance company, number one, they have a private insurance carrier or company that covers every delivery. So the insurance company will play a big role in that too. If they're going to insure that product, it's going to have to be done a certain way. And India is just a little different than most other countries out there when it comes to security of their delivery system.
That's probably the issue with those other ones that aren't taking delivery as well.
Right, right. Well, I know, like Croatia is a country that, we've got people in Croatia, and they're right next door to Slovenia. But those people, they can purchase and pick it with a Slovenia address and pick it up in Slovenia. But they cannot, Croatian law does not allow import of gold there. So, there's certain places in the world you have to do it a little differently. The people that we have in Croatia has that delivery address. They're in Slovenia. They just walk across the border, get their gold, pick it up, and walk back into Croatia, and it's no problem if they hand carry it back in. They just can't have it delivered into Croatia. So every country is really, really different when it comes to their to the different laws. And the legal staff at KB, they're working around the clock with all of these different countries. They want to make sure everything is done legally and safely and securely, for that customer.
Right. I think Joseph had a follow-up on his original question about putting the name on the gift card. And he's saying, stamped like mine would be so that they would be the owner. And I think just like Cheryl said with send out cards, you're sending a greeting card. It's just like going to the Hallmark store and getting a greeting card, but you're doing it through a company. The gift card is a gift card, and it's not going to have a name stamped on a gift card, just like a KB card would not have anyone's name stamped on it.
No, the cards, I know you can't see this, but the cards itself, at the very bottom, I don't know if I can see that or not, each one has a unique serial number. But it doesn't have your name on it. It's got a serial number. And if you take physical possession, it's your card. So, there is no tracking. Once you take physical possession, it's yours, and it's your responsibility, your burden to insure it and keep up with it. But as long as it's in the vaults of KB, there is tracking, and it's allocated and insured and all of that. But if you take it into your physical possession like you would with a gift card, it's your responsibility to keep up with it.
Cheryl, Kevin is asking, what are the days and times for the USA corporate tour?
I was told they would have those to us at the end of this week, Kevin. We asked the other day, and I think their travel agent has been working on trying to get all of the cities together. And we asked the other day, and Jimmy said that they were hoping to have those dates by the end of this week. And they will be posted in the rooms as soon as we get them, I promise.
Awesome. Very good. Jason is asking, on the debit cards with the commissions, how much are they capable of holding, and is there a limit, I guess, a limit of the commissions, and what bank is it associated with?
It's prepaid financial services, and you can look them up online. All their information's there. I think if you just look up PFS in Europe, you'll find all of their information right there, all the questions and answers and details, everything will be right there.
I have a follow-up question with that too. CherylAnn, is the only way to activate that debit card by calling, and so it means you're calling London, England, because some people may not have the ability to call London?
No, there is a U.S. number. I can get it to you after. Joe, if you can go back and get it, I think I put it in the Skype room. I know Joe's out there. I put it in the Skype rooms the other day. It's also located on our team Facebook page, which is
great.
KB. Yeah. So there is an 800 number to call, and then you can activate that right here.
Okay, good.
Hi, Jeff has an interesting question here. I was away a short time, but can the government track these cards? Do they know I am buying gold?
Nope.
Nope. I like that answer.
The only thing, well, I mean, you can buy gold in the United States, and it can come through customs, everything. You do not have to declare it as long as it's not over $10,000. So as long as it stays, each delivery stays under $10,000, it does not have to be declared. I mean, it's no different than you buying, I always use this example. I know it gets sold, but if I wanted to buy pearls off of eBay, and it's from a China supplier or something, I can buy those pearls. They're legal to cross that border, and it's personal property. It's a personal asset. So It's not like you're buying an ETF or paper gold or a promise or something like that. You're buying a physical product, and that you can touch. It's not, it's tangible. It's right there. I can touch it, feel it, sniff it, the whole 9 yards. So, it's up to you. If you want to tell them you've got it, great. If you don't, that's your business.
Cheryl, is that a new product? KB Scratch and Sniff? What is that?
KB, that may be a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, listen, folks. We just run down to the bottom of the questions. We're done with the questions. We have some time left here. If you have any questions about anything about KB, please type it in, and Cindy and I will ask that of Cheryl. And
well, let me go ahead and I'm going to tell you a little secret. Cannot discuss the details. Cannot give you specifics, but there is a new incentive plan coming. It's supposed to be ready in 2 weeks, and I think y'all are really, really going to get excited. And I can't say anything, but broom, or whatever. There's going to be some pretty nice incentives coming up. And they will be associated with one-time purchases. For those people that like to make those one-time purchases, there's going to be some nice incentive packages coming open that will accumulate over time with different gifts that you can win, earn, whatever, as you keep your KB business going. So, guys, you ain't seen nothing yet. When they release this, it's going to be crazy. Y'all are going to be just tore up.
How long ago did you find out about that?
Monday.
Wow.
I think it was Monday.
Very recent. Very recent. Okay.
Very recent. They've already done it. Actually, Harold wasn't going to tell me about it, and I think Joe was on the phone with me, and I made him spill beans. And he was trying to hold back, and Jimmy's like, no, and I'm like, no, go ahead and spill it. You've already put it out there. Okay. So we had them go ahead and tell us a little bit about it, but they said we couldn't tell everything about it. But I can tell you that a new program, incentive package, is coming, and it should be done in about 2 weeks. And all I will say is, from what I've heard and what the incentives are, wow, y'all are going to love it.
Kind of a yippee-yi-yay kind of thing, huh?
Oh yeah, some of them are even better than a yippee-yi-yay. So
there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Wendy is asking, when can we use the card for goods and services in the USA? And are there still some? I'm just going to tack onto that. Are there still some plans for individuals to actually help implement getting companies that are going to take the gold for their good
sure.
Transactions?
Absolutely. Actually, there's already companies out there that will accept gold. KB wants to put together a program to incentivize different merchants to accept the card. You will first probably see the online distribution there, where everything will be done online through the World Orem program that KB is, they have another company opening up called World Orem. You can check out a little bit on that website. It's worldorem.de.
That O-R-E-M?
And you can look at, it's U-M or O-M or Boomer. Type it in there. You've got it. And then we'll put it out there. Yeah, and here's when Terry Whitener put in there, too, and I read this morning. Donald Trump just accepted 3 32-ounce bars for a deposit on one of his buildings. So it's not, you can, barter is legal in, all across the world. So if you've got gold in your hand, I promise you there's a lot of businesses out there that would rather have your gold for products and services than dollars. Look on every street corner in America right now, and England and Canada and everywhere else. There's somebody sitting out there. They're having parties. They're doing everything they can to talk you out of your gold. They're taking you at a down moment. They are. I mean, they're preying on people that are in distress, come trade your scrap gold in, and we'll give you some money. You're getting pennies for what it's worth. And it may excite you that this junk gold over here is going to pay you $200, $400, $500, maybe even $1,000. But guys, it's still pennies on what it's actually worth. And KB, I just don't. My gold is staying in my pocket. I don't want to trade it for products and services just because I can. As long as the price keeps going up, that's my security blanket. And I use it for security. Yeah, there will come a time and a place to where the whole concept is to protect yourself. It's insurance for a time that does come in the future to where, and I don't want to preach gloom and doom, but facts are facts. Our monetary system is not getting any better. There will come a day, whether it's my lifetime or my kids or something, 4,000 fiat currencies have failed. And the U.S. dollar is not going to be any different. I do not have a crystal ball to tell you when it's going to happen or what lifetime. But I can add and I can put the numbers together, and it doesn't look too good for my dollar. And if that's the case and I find a situation where I'm in duress, whether it has to do with the monetary system, whether it has to do with the political system, whether it has to do with an act of God, or whatever, this is my insurance. Gold is insurance. If you have gold, you have money. And that's what I love about this program, because I don't have to worry anymore about what happens with the feds, or what happens with my politicians, or what happens when there's an act of God. If there's another 9/11, if there's another Katrina, if there's another issue that happened like in Egypt, several months back where they shut internets down, ATMs, I got my backup. And this is my security, my insurance that says I will find a way. I've got this. I have an opportunity to feed I know how to, to run to the grocery store, barter my gold. Because, guys, when things like that happen, gold prices go way up, and the value of this 1 kilobar gram is going to be priceless. You can't put a price tag on it in times of duress or when you actually need it. In Germany in the early 20s, when they went through hyperinflation and the Deutschmarks, they had them out in the wheelbarrows and stuff. People could buy a house with buy a house with 5 grams of gold and a car with 3 grams. And, those that are wise, they purchased and they had that gold as an insurance plan. And it's something, I don't particularly want to, this is my personal opinion, I don't want to particularly use it until I have to. Because until then, that's my insurance. And I pay insurance every month. I hope to goodness I never have to use my life insurance. I hope my kids don't get their hands on it for a while. And, and gold is no different. And, I'm going to hold on to it until it's necessary that I have to use it. But it is my security blanket. To me, it's the best insurance policy that's ever been put out there. So that's just me.
Yep, that's just all of us. I think we all agree with that one. Jeff is asking, is there any way things can change and gold can go down in price?
Well, sure. Absolutely. Gold is a commodity. It can go up and it can go down. What I would tell you, Jeff, is, go research. I'm not an expert in gold or financial. I've got a financial background, but I'm not a financial expert. But just do some research on the last 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, 1,000 years on gold prices. And, you're going to see dips. I mean, we see it every day. Some days we're up a little bit, some days we're down a little bit. But watch those graphs and what gold has done over a course of the last 100 years. And it's not me saying this. It's 99 of the top 100 experts tell us to put 5 to 20% of our money into gold. And it is a protection. When you're looking at a downward economy, that's your safe haven. And now if you honestly think, and if people honestly think our economy is going to get better, maybe gold's not the place to park your money. I mean, from what I'm looking, I would park my money if gold prices drop. If they went to 200 an ounce, guess what? I will not be goofy as I was 10 years ago and not buy. I will buy all I can get at 200 an ounce, because whether it happens today or 20 years down the road or 100 years down the road, it's something that's going to protect my family and generation after generation after generation. It's been a constant for 6,000 years, and it is the only form of real money that's out there. The rest of it is what it is, what they tell us it is. This is real money. If governments were not buying gold, it would be one thing. But the governments may sit there and try to put off the big facade that, gold prices are, the bubble's there, blah, blah, blah. Well, if it is, why are they buying it? China's buying more than they've ever bought in their life. So's Europe, so's France, so's Russia, so's, look, the University of Texas is buying gold. Don't be a sheep. Do your own research. Educate yourself and empower those people around you.
The interesting thing, Cheryl, is like gold and the dollar is like a seesaw, right? Dollar goes down, gold goes up. The dollar has a little bit more value, gold goes down. But the bottom line is, you have control of that value. And as Joe says, when you look at how gold rises, it's the highs are higher and the lows are higher as the time goes on. Very, very true. Cindy.
Right.
I'm going to lump a couple questions here together. Todd's saying he's asking if there's any, and I don't think this is the U.S. tour. I think he's asking something different. Are any KB reps conducting live business briefings throughout the U.S., and how can we ascertain when, and when those business briefings are being held? And then Kaleem is also saying, are there any KB Gold seminars in India?
If each individual person can choose to market however they choose. I know that there are people out there that are doing face-to-face business presentations, and I'm sure that's fun. They haven't publicized them. At mykbgold.us, we have a list of our weekly events, which John and Cindy do just an absolutely, and your whole team does just a fantastic presentation every Monday and Wednesday evening. It's available worldwide for anybody that you want to bring to those presentations. It gives a good overview of the company, the product, the basic presentation. You've got the Breakfast Club, which is part of John's uplines doing, Joe Shoup and Dr. Dennis Steigerwald. They do an incredible job there every Tuesday and Thursday morning. I think they've even developed a women's call, or women leaders of KB on Wednesday evenings. I think that's every other week. Andy and I do a call every Sunday night, a video broadcast every Sunday evening. It's very laid back. It's just, why KB, why now? But there are all kinds of things out there. But if you go to mykbgold.us, scroll over or mouse over the little More tab, and just scroll down to, scheduled events, click on that. And it'll give you everything that we've got going on throughout the week. But it also, under that More tab, you're going to see past events. If you want to see any of those past recordings, they're there. I think the one that Andy and I do, if you want to see that, our past recordings are at netofficemetingsPlural.com/KBGold. So, there's a lot of things out there, but face-to-face, if that's what you want to do, you're your own boss. Do what you want to. Company structure, when they do the tour and everything, of course, they will be having meetings, making some new announcements at that time. But anyway, I hope that answered that question.
Before we go to the next question, this would be a good time to point out, ladies and gentlemen, at the very bottom center of the screen, you'll see www.mykbgold.us. That's a live link that will take you right to that site, and you'll still have the audio here because Cheryl mentioned some links on that. So anyway, I just wanted to get that out of the way. Who's up, Cindy, you or I?
I think you are.
Okay. We have a question here. Does a person who has an account as an affiliate, when they deposit a very large sum of money, will they move up in rank and position when they deposit a very large sum of money? Will they move up in rank and position?
No, the only time you will be credited for your own purchases or points is if you have not made it to bronze supervisor. You will get those 500 points awarded for your own purchase to move you to bronze supervisor. That is the only time that you're going to get credited for points. Other than that, if you make a deposit or whatever, all those points and commissions, of course, automatically go to your upline. What I would recommend, Gino, if you're doing something like that, like many people do, is they have one account, and then they have what we refer to as a funding account underneath them, which could be a business or a spouse, and they actually fund through that account, and then they, being the sponsor, would earn the commissions off the funds that they put in that secondary account.
Yep.
Here's kind of another question, but it's pretty similar, but just asking in a little bit different way. Being brand new and not able to do the 500 euro plan for the incentive promo to bronze supervisor, if my first client was able to do that, would that in effect also push me to bronze supervisor, since it would still be 500 points going through my line?
Absolutely.
There you go.
Absolutely. That's a great incentive. You know, for people that can take advantage of that. I mean, and it's helping everybody. It's helping so many different people all the way through your upline, push them up into those higher ranks. And so anyway, it's an awesome, awesome thing to take advantage of.
Exactly.
Let's see, Mohammed has a question here. Will KB gold price, hold on. Will KB gold price be the same of the market price, or will it something I'm not getting this. Cindy, can you help me out with this? Can you read what he's can you read into what he's asking here?
Okay, will the gold price be the same of the market price, or something different? And if it is, then how much? Will the KB gold price be the same as the market price?
Well, I mean, the market price for gram weights, yeah. If Muhammad, if you're referring to the market price or spot price for an ounce, no. Gold is not priced that way. Gold is priced based on weight. If you buy a kilo, you're going to pay a lower premium to the ounce or to the spot than you would, anything else. But the same thing with KB on these. What you're getting is not just regular 999.9, gold, but you have a Kina bar feature within our gold cards, and it's a hologram that's on the back of the gold itself, and it's a security measure. And what that does is it authenticates that purity of that gold, and it allows you to take physical possession of it without the burden being on you to prove that it's what it is, what it says it is, 999.9 pure. If you buy regular bullion in the marketplace, the majority of it never leaves a vault, because if people that are buying gold and that are used to buying gold, they will keep it in that vault for security. The vaulting company, whoever it may be, I think there's Via Mat out there. There's all different kinds of them. But as long as it's in that vault, it's insured. And people normally don't take their gold out and walk around with it in their pocket. or put it in, some people do put it, but if you ever had to use it and you ever needed to sell that gold, you're going to have the burden of proving what it is. With KB, they've taken that away by having that Kina bar feature, and that's what I love about this product. It's recognized in 194 countries. It does cost more than just regular gold, but it's worth more because I'll never have to worry about proving what it is, proving what it says it is.
And also, we never have to pay for storage.
Right, I love that. If you check the marketplace, 1 gram Kina bar, just Google that or put that in any search engine out there and compare it to the price of KB's daily market price in the back office. I've not seen it yet to where anybody has been able to match or beat their price. It's normally somewhere between 2 to even 10 euros different. Ours is lower. So, I check it all the time, and I know Swiss Gold and UBS and, there's several others. There's one in Australia and everything. I haven't seen one yet to beat the price that KB has. And they're all pretty consistent. Of course, we're going off the London fix, so all of that is going to be pretty consistent. But, if I can save 2 to 10 euros per gram, I'm okay with that too.
John.
Barbara's asking if you could repeat the net office info, the link there. I'll tell you what I'll do here. Let me get a fresh page.
You should be able to find it from mykbgold.us.
Yeah, it's just net office meetings, plural, .com, and then /KB Gold. And there's a library of videos there. I think there's one with Harold and Jimmy was with us there one night. And of course, I know Joe's got a lot of different recorded webinars or video broadcasts, conference calls. He keeps a lot of that at mykbgold.us.
Cheryl, check that. Is that correct?
Let me, that's it.
Okay, folks, there you go.
Okay.
All right.
You may have already answered this, but are you recording this particular broadcast, and where and when can we view this? We mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, this is a new platform of our video communication system that we're actually beta testing. We do have a record feature, though until they get a couple of the glitches out, if you've been on some of the overviews, we're working through a couple of those little glitches. We will be recording them. Terry says he is recording this. It will be available. It'll be in the Skype room. It'll probably be posted on the Facebook page, and will be at some point in mykbgold.us in the under the More tab when you look for recorded calls. So there you go. There's your answer.
Yeah, that's great.
Thank you, Terry.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Terry. Well, we got 5 minutes left here, so we'll end the questioning right there, and let's just do a wrap. So we have an incentive that you just found out about Monday, Cheryl. This is good. Mm-hmm. And let's fit
Don't
in
you
one
wish
last
I could
question.
tell you more?
I know.
Yes,
let's
we're
just
competitive people here, huh?
Okay, let's squeeze in the last question here. Klaus is asking, is there a KB Vision logo available for business cards and letterheads, and where is it available? My first thought is you just go to your back office, take a screen print, and you can certainly crop it down and save it as a JPEG, and you can use that. But if you have a better answer to that, Cheryl, let's hear it.
Well, read your affiliate terms before you do that, because there are certain things that you can and cannot say and anything that you put out there. But if you're going to use the KB Vision logo, then you have to be 100% in compliance with that, the KB Vision affiliate terms. Those are located in your back office under, again, general documents or downloads. All of that is right there. So be very cautious there, because I know there have been some websites that we've had to pull down. Please do not use the word investment, futures, anything like that. Those are the key terms, and we are affiliates. We're not distributors. We are affiliates. So, and I think the word franchise means something different in Europe than it does in North America. So stay away from the word franchise and investment, and you're pretty safe on everything. But make sure you do read your affiliate terms before you use that KB Vision logo. And if you've got a question, just make a copy of it, send it to corporate, send it into the general. Always click on support, your support tab, and then there, you'll go into the support portal. And if you've got a question on it, make sure that you send it to corporate, and they will approve it or deny it for you.
All right, well, we got about 3 minutes left here, Cindy, so we can certainly do a wrap-up here. I know there are some more questions coming in, but
let's just do that last one. Does KB have a search to approve a business card before it's sent to press, or as long as you're following the affiliate outline, you're okay you're good to go?
Well, if you've got questions, just send it direct to in your back office. Just click on support, and then it'll take you to the support portal, and then you've got the general tab there, and you can send a copy of the print, whatever you want to print, into that general area, and then they will, get back with you. I think Carol told me the other day that support issues, the majority are being answered within 24 hours and no more than 48 hours. So you should get your answer there.
Very good.
Cheryl, any closing words here? A little wrap-up, and then I'll turn it over to Cindy, and she could let everybody know what the calendar's about.
My closing words are fun, 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 and then we'll have fun, fun, fun. So
now that Daddy took the T-bird away.
Now that Daddy took the T-bird away. But get out, fund those accounts. Take advantage of that €500, incentive that you've got there to push you up to bronze supervisor. Again, starter packets. Any day right here. I can't wait for them to come up because your business is going to explode. Once those cards get in the street, wow, I can't imagine. Be looking for the changes to where you can follow your points through your downline, and you'll have that full transparency right there. Daily commissions in 10 days, new incentive package coming in around 2 weeks. So we've got a lot of things happening right now. They're ready to rev this thing up, and I'm ready.
All right.
So get the funding, get in there.
Great. Thank you so much, Cheryl, for your time. We're so looking forward to the U.S. tour, and I know hopefully we'll have your itinerary by the end of this week. Be watching for your updates from the KB Facebook page and the Skype posts, and we'll know exactly when they're going to be in a city near you coming up in October. So for that, I want to thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, John. Thank you, everyone, who took the time to be here today and asked some great questions. We do our overview, like Cheryl said, Monday and Wednesday evenings at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. That's where you can bring some new people to have an overview of KB, the company, the product, and why they should have their own account right now and position themselves. So that's all I have to say. John, if you want to give another closing statement, thank you, everyone, for being here, and have a terrific weekend.
Again, Cheryl, thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, next Thursday, unless we hear differently, Joe Norman will be in the hot seat answering all the questions. And again, from all of us here on the broadcast team, including Cindy and I, and we thank you for your participation. And Terry, I need to talk to you. I think I have your phone number. I'm going to give you a call because I also use Camtasia, and I have a lot of broadcasts on my hard drive, and I don't have any idea how to get them out to the world. So maybe you can give me a hint or two. So with that, Cheryl, again, thank you so much. So ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Cindy and myself and Cheryl, have a great day and fun, 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 no doubt. Thank you. Bye for now.